Hello, my name is Hala Muhammad and today I'm going to speak about operant conditioning. Sometimes operant conditioning referred to an instrumental conditioning, and it's a method of learning that employs rewards and punishment for behavior. Through operant conditioning, an association is made between a behavior and a consequence, whether it's positive or negative for that behavior. For example, when lab rats press a lever when a green light is on, they receive a food as a reward. When they press the lever when the red light is on, they receive a mild electric shock. As a result, they learn to press the lever when the green light is on and avoid the red light. But operant conditioning is not just something that takes place in experimental settings while training lab animals. It also plays a powerful role in everyday learning. Reinforcement and punishment take place in natural settings all the time, as well as in more structured settings such as classrooms or therapy sessions. Skinner used the term operant to refer to any active behavior that operates upon the environment to generate consequences. Skinner's theory explained how we acquire the range of learned behavior as exhibited every day. Skinner distinguished between two different types of behaviors. Respondent behaviors are those that occur automatically and reflexively, such as pulling your hand back from a hot stove or jerking your leg when the doctor taps on your knee. You don't have to learn these behaviors, they simply occur automatically and involuntarily. Operant behaviors, on the other hand, are those under our conscious control. Some may be our spontaneously and other purposely. But it is the consequences of these actions that then influence whether or not they occur again in the future. Our actions on the environment and the consequences of that action make up an important part of the learning process. Reinforcement and operant conditioning. Reinforcement is any event that increases the behavior it follows. There are two kinds of reinforcers. In both of these cases of reinforcement, the behavior increases. Positive reinforcers are favorable events or outcomes that are presented after the behavior. In positive reinforcement situations, a response or behavior is strengthened by the addition of praise or a direct reward. If you do a great job at work and your managers give you a bonus, the bonus that you receive is a positive reinforcer. Negative reinforcers involve the removal of an unfavorable events or outcomes after the display of behavior. In these situations, a response is strengthened by the removal of something considered unpleasant. For example, if your child starts to scream in the middle of a restaurant but stops once you hand them a treat, your action led to the removal of the unpleasant condition, negatively reinforcing your behavior, not the child's. Punishment in operant conditioning. Punishment is the presentation of an adverse event or outcome that causes decrease in the behavior it follows. There are two kinds of punishment. In both of these cases, the behavior decreases. Positive punishment, sometimes referred to as punishment by application, presents an unfavorable event or outcome in order to weaken the response it follows. Spanking for the misbehavior is an example of punishment by application. Negative punishment, also known as punishment by removal, occurs when a favorable event or outcome is removed after a behavior occurs. Taking away a child's video game following misbehavior is an example of negative punishment. Here is an examples for operant conditioning. We can find examples of operant conditioning at work all around us. Consider the case of children completing homework to earn a reward from a parent or teacher, or employees finishing projects to receive praise or promotions. More examples of operant conditioning in action include: you train your dog to fetch by offering him praise and a pat on the head whenever he performs the behavior correctly. This is another positive reinforcer. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Bye!